single most underappreciated problem in America is sleep. Now, sleep is important for a bunch of reasons. It stimulates growth hormone. That's the hormone that makes you look strong and be wise and clever and get your body to grow the way it's supposed to grow. But it also helps you study better, helps with creativity. It allows you to go where you want to go in your life. People don't sleep, end up gaining weight, because guess what? Your brain is craving sleep and it's craving food. If you can't sleep, it's going to want you to eat more. You all know this because in the late afternoon when you get tired, you often put carbohydrates in your mouth, put food in your mouth, because you're starting to get worn down. If you sleep really well, you'll avoid the bewitching hour when you start making mistakes with eating the right foods. Plus, you'll pay attention in class better, and a lot of people think it helps with the way they look, period. Because who wants that big bags under their eyes? So how do you sleep better, and what are you going to tell your family? Well, the first thing to realize is we've got too much light in the world around us. And look around right now, there's lights everywhere. If you're playing with your smartphone, or you got a pad open in front of you, your computer screen, TV screen, that bright light keeps your eyes going and wakes your brain up because you see bright light. Now think about this. Our ancestors lived in a time when there were no lights. So when they saw the sun begin to go down at the end of the day, the dark rays would come into their eyes and signal to their gland in the middle of their brain called the pineal gland. It was time to go to bed. And so they would actually feel the need to go to sleep because the pineal gland was telling them it was nighttime, and they'd fall asleep. If you ever go outside camping or stay here somewhere where there's not much light, you'll naturally get tired when it's time to go to sleep. But lights, well, they reverse that. They're sort of toxic for that reason, and they keep you going. If you want to deal with that, one little tip that I used to always use when I was tired, something called melatonin. But instead of taking that, I recommend you get tart cherry juice because it naturally has some melatonin in there. You can just get an ounce or two at dinner time. Your parents may have some of this hanging around. I like it because it naturally gives me something that I probably need. And if you have to have it because you can't turn the computer screen off, you can give that a shot. The other thing you want to do is have loose pajamas or no pajamas. You want to be really open when you go to bed at night. You don't want to be constricted with stuff that's fitting you tight, and especially because it'll wake you up in the middle of the night. Likewise, you don't want to have sheets that are too heavy on you. You don't want to have your pet in the bed with you because the dog's going to get up there and make noise or squish you over. Same for siblings, by the way. So be cautious about who you got in the bed with you to make sure you can sleep better. Get rid of noise around you, that ambient noise, that sirens, the whispering, the TV set in the other room. They can mess with your sleep. It's subconscious, so don't think it's something you can just drown out. So you really got to work at it, and if you do, you'll be able to sleep much more effectively. If you not, get a sleep machine. Use your phone with some tunes that you happen to like that are soothing in nature to be able to get you to sleep. And here's the big thing: fight for the right temperature in your room. If you and the rest of the family are fighting over the temperature, whoever wants it coldest wins, literally. You can get down to 65 degrees, even 62 degrees Fahrenheit for some people. And if you're a little bit chilly, just put some socks on. If your feet are warm, the rest of your body will cool down. If you can win the temperature war, your body will hibernate, and you'll sleep much more effectively. And don't forget, in order to sleep, you got to deal with daytime issues. So if you've got a lot of stress in your life, think about it this way. Anger is not your enemy. If someone bumps into you in the hallway, you get angry at them, that's normal. What's the worst thing to tell someone who's angry? Calm down, right? You're not going to calm down. Anger calls for action. So instead, get past that. Tolerate the fact you get angry and make sure you use it positively without slugging somebody to actively deal with the issue and make it better. However, if you were bumping into somebody in the hallway and you wish they would die, that's different. That's not anger, that's hostility. You need to feel like you're a raindrop falling into the ocean of humanity. You should feel that connected to the people around you because you want that intimacy, you want that connection. And when you realize that, you'll move away from hostility, which makes you feel isolated, and isolation, that's the kind of stress that can kill you. Instead, move it back towards either anger or frustration, or just move it back to the humility that comes along with feeling grateful for whatever you're dealing with in life. And remember, they probably didn't do it on purpose because, frankly, most people aren't jerks on purpose. They didn't even know what they were doing to you half the time. And if they did, of course, correct them, but don't be hostile about it. And if you really want to do it right, no, don't put your head in the sand and try to hide from all these issues. Get up and do something about it by developing techniques that work for you. I like to do one where I lean forward and touch my toes. Another one that I like is I take the cork out of a wine bottle and I put it in between my mouth, like this. And that relaxes this jaw bone here. It's called the TMJ. And that's where you actually open up your jaw and close it with great force, but you store a lot of tension back here. So you want that muscle to relax, and by putting the cork in there, you relax the whole thing away. Whatever stretch you do, it works pretty well, but the best stretch of all is deep breathing. Look at this animation. I'm going to show you how to take a deep breath. So when you take a deep breath in, the diaphragm has to go down. When you take exhale, the diaphragm goes up. The diaphragm is the brown thing in that picture. The lungs are the pinkish thing. No, exhale, belly button goes in, diaphragm goes up. Inhale, belly button out, diaphragm goes down. Think about this. Put your hand on your belly right now and breathe along with me. Inhale, belly button out. Exhale, belly button in towards your spine. Suck it in. Inhale, belly button out, lungs come down, diaphragm expands. Exhale, belly button back towards the spine, and that diaphragm goes back up again. You keep exercising with breathing. It's incredibly powerful as a tool being used by religions throughout history, and that's the kind of fundamental change, because you can sit in class and really be unhappy with what's going on, but no one can see you breathing. And now that you know that you can really fill your lungs up the way a singer does by pushing your belly button out, you'll be better off. Good breathing.